Hello, Scarlet King. It is indeed Minecraft time. How are you doing today? It is in fact the 25th Minecraft stream. And I still haven't been to the end. You're sick? That's a shame. I hope you get better quickly. Hello, Lucy. Funnily enough, this is not actually Roblox. Believe it or not. Hello, Bebop. Finally back to a good game? Signalis is a good game. Don't be mean to Signalis. I am sure. I think Signalis is a good game. Not every game is a masterpiece. It's got flaws, so it's still good. I'm enjoying it. Ah yes, this is what we were doing last time. I need a whole load more earth. Creating a little park. I need lots of earth and lots of stone. I should really count how much I need. 1, 2, 3. Whatever. Mathematically, I don't need to be exactly right. How many were these again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, right. No, I do not mean dirt. I say earth. Fucking deal with it, Lucy. It's the same thing. It's called synonyms. Doesn't matter if I don't call it exactly what the game calls it. I've been calling it that the whole playthrough, Lucy. It's your problem if you're just now noticing it. Okay, I need 507 blocks of earth, roughly. I need efficiency on this spade right now. Wait, where's my golden helmet? Has it always been a thing that you can't access your inventory while going through a nether portal? I feel like I see speedrunners access their inventory while going through a nether portal. Am I making that up? Am I delusional? I mean, generally yes, but specifically in this instance, am I delusional? Hey Snow, just popping in to say hi, I have schoolwork to do. Hello, thanks for popping in. Hope your schoolwork all goes well. I really need to get ice. I really need to get ice for these tunnels. I can never remember the difference between packed ice and blue ice. I think packed ice is the one you use in the nether. Ah yes, we're back to the insane range of these fuckers. Oh, blue ice is one you use in the nether? What the fuck is the difference again? It truly does take too long to go through this passageway. What is it, like 3-4 minutes by the time I get there? Like, that's just too much when I'm needing to go back and forth. Right, I don't think I have any efficiency books. Unbreaking free, soul speed, channeling. None of those are efficiency. Do I have anyone who sells efficiency? You sell efficiency too, and it is quite honestly an absolute fucking rip-off. Anyone here? You know. You buy paper, I could level you up to see what your next book is. Have you leveled up at all? No. You've got Curse of Binding and Frostwalker 2, which I need to add actually. Frostwalker 2 for what now? 18. I'll be... Furwalker 2. 18. There we go. Honestly, I didn't know that Frostwalker had levels. Your efficiency is more expensive than it was the last time I wrote this sign. Fuck you. Unbelievable. Maybe I kidnap another person, but my rooms are full. I would need light blue beds. I don't want to spend a long time breaking lecterns. So maybe I just buy 4 efficiency 2 books and just waste a whole lot of emeralds, but save time. How am I doing in souls? Oh wait. I may have just enough earth right here. 507 divided by 64 is like 8 stacks. 1, 2, yeah, I have enough. I'm the goat. Okay, I don't have enough inventory, on the other hand. But now I do. Ta-da. Perfect. Okay, we're good. And now I get to run all the way back again. Hello, Canary. Member of the Principality of Moldova War Council is prepared to invade the nearby enemies who said they would eat all of your cheese. Yes, indeed, that's me. How are you doing today, Canary? I almost left-clicked on that zombie pigman. I was about to stab him. I hate that my jump is just high enough that sometimes I will stick on the ceiling very slightly and it just kills the sprint when the ceiling like suddenly begins. You alright? Wednesdays aren't fun because you're busy from 7 AM to 9 PM. You just figured you'd stop by before class to say hello to you using 100% accurate names. Indeed. How about you? I'm doing alright. I'm pretty generally just okay. Nothing particularly special, to be honest. I would say I'm a little busy by choice. So that's probably better than being normally busy. Get off my path. Actually, yeah, I am busy by choice. I've been doing so much writing that I still haven't started editing any below zero content. So, there you go. I have all of the below zero streams downloaded and I have not started editing them. Because I just want to write more instead. Yeah, I'm very much a case of like, I love having edited videos, but I don't particularly enjoy the process of editing videos. Although I'd say like the actual like adding effects and stuff I like. I don't like watching through the streams to pick out the right moments to edit. Even if it's streams that I enjoyed of a game that I enjoyed. I just don't like the moment searching part, which is the most time consuming part. Whereas I love everything about writing, so given the choice, I mean given the choice between writing and anything, I'm always going to choose writing. There's simply no competition. Parking lot is like 900,000 miles away from the school. You need to do a triathlon sprint to make it to class within 30 minutes of the starting time. Well, hopefully you make it there. Thanks for popping in. Why is the grass so ugly? Mesa. Grass is a different color in different biomes, in case you didn't know. And in Mesa it's fucking ugly. Nothing I can do about it. Same color as it is in swamps, I think. For some reason. I don't know why. Grass should actually be green in swamps. The thing about swamps that Minecraft doesn't seem to understand is they're actually really fucking lush. They're extremely wet and therefore they have a lot of plant life in them that is flourishing. Like when you add more water, generally plants do better. Don't know why this grass is lighter. I don't know what's so special about this bit over here. It's just like, oh, that bit's terrible. Oops. Used part of the wrong stack. Now my numbers are off. Terrible. This is an absolute disaster. One more. Lighter because the river biome? Oh, that makes sense. I didn't even notice this was a river biome, to be honest. I just thought it was a natural pool, but you don't really get those as much as you used to. I miss when there were just pools everywhere in Minecraft. There were way more than there are in real life, but it still felt like more realistic terrain. I feel like at some point over the years, Minecraft updates have tried to make terrain more realistic and have ended up making it feel less realistic. There we are. Swamps need an update, so the swamp trees aren't made of oak wood. They should be like willow trees or something. Center point. Right. Center point. Yeah, okay. It didn't come out as an even number on purpose, Lucy. That was the whole point, so that I could put things directly in the center. Now, where the fuck did I put my damn cherry saplings? There. I'm blind. Don't know if I have a whole lot of bones I could use to make these grow faster. This is annoying. I'm gonna have to fix this. And I need to smooth out this hill as well. With a floating fucking marker. I'm suddenly playing Subnautica again. Why is Discord trying to outtalk cute and wholesome for Valentine's for the people using our game? I don't. That's not the reason that it annoys me. I just hate when fucking corporations try to act all like they're fucking in on an event. Like, hey, we're partying too. Like, fuck off. Actually, don't try and act human, you soulless fucking capitalist organization. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to get political. If a corporation ever acts like it's trying to be my friend, then I hate it even more than I already did. That's the gist of it. Wow, that's a terrible cherry tree. It's so small. Oh, they really just grow small and also in weird directions. I wish you'd grown more symmetrically. No, they just grow randomly. You say that's the one I want. Okay. I need to cut these ones down until I get big ones. Okay. So you can get big ones, which means all of the small ones need to get cut down until they become big ones. It's just how this has to be. Oh, I should have left the tree stumps there, because that marks where I need to replant them. I'll be honest, I didn't see any of the Valentine's stuff from Discord when I loaded it today. I don't know if maybe there's an events setting that I've previously turned off that spared me that. I'm unsure if the leaves will interrupt the shape of the tree if I grow it before they've all decayed. I can spread this out into the sort of full road pattern that I was going for, at least. I don't know if I want to go for a 3 wide or a 2 wide. I think I'll go for a 2 wide, like around this sort of little park bit. Because it's more for people than vehicles. Then like a normal vehicle road can be like 3 wide, and then maybe the high street can be like 5 or something. Just to show off. That is 2, I'm counting the tiles in the middle, not the stairs. Nearly every time you boot up Discord, you get an entire screen size pop up. You're like, hey, love is in the air, haha, you're such a cutie, by Nitro, please, ooh. Well, I don't think that I'm getting that, so unlucky. What can I say? Just unlucky. I can load it again, see if I get it. But I don't think I'm going to. Smooth stone. I shall require slabs, if you don't mind. And stairs. Okay, let's go stabs. It gives me 2, yeah, okay. But stairs I just get 1. I don't remember how many blocks it is. Like, cherry trees drop so many saplings. Whatever, the rate on the wiki is just wrong. That wasn't a fluke. I'm seeing the same fucking pattern here. They do have a higher rate than most trees. They just do. How did a bat get out here? Where are you from? I need 4 more slabs. Unbelievable. Is there a cave? Oh, there is a cave opening. Oh, there are a couple of cave openings. Okay. Makes sense then. It does look nicer once the gradient is there. It still doesn't look as nice as I would like the grass to look. But once you have the gradient rather than just one brown block of grass over here, it looks a little more natural. Have I ever been in this cave? It does look like it's very dehydrated, which I suppose is kind of the point. At least for the mesa grass. But it's better than when it was just the one block that was just brown. Okay, are you gonna give me a nice tree this time? Of course not. Oh yes you are, you did. Never mind. Thought it was bad, but it's good. We were bad, but now we're good. Can you fucking decay? Well, it works in the fucking mesa to be that color, but yes, it does look dehydrated in swamps. That's the entire thing I was complaining about earlier. You're taking too long. I'm not having it. I want my trees. Peak? Okay. Did I just get seriously unlucky with the 3 fucking tiny ones before? Is that what I'm... Oh, you decayed while I was pillaring up to you. That's honestly peak trolling. Well done. You had to be in the other direction. You had to be in the other direction. You had to be. I thought the direction I was bone mealing from was having an effect because it was consistent. You just had to be. It wouldn't matter if they were all in random directions, but they've all been according to a pattern up until this point. So now it matters, and I've fallen out the tree because the game hates me. It took so much bone meal, it was crazy. It was like half my total amount of bone meal. I need to acquire more bones. Does breaking bones into multiple bones count as acquiring more bones? No, okay. It is an interesting fact of human biology that children have more bones than adults. Some of your bones fuse together as you grow. I can't remember what the number of bones babies are born with is. It's like 300 and something, and then you end up with like 206 by the time you're an adult. What prompted this? I was just thinking about bones. We were on the topic of where to get more bones from, and I was thinking about bones, and it reminded me of that. That fact. Don't ask me where I get random trivia from. I don't fucking remember. I read like a million Wikipedia pages and I don't know which ones I read when. I really want this to not be incredible. You're not paying attention to who's not getting your money. I'm so confused. This is a good side effect, I suppose, of this, is that I'm ending up with so many cherry saplings. Like, just an inordinate number of Chelly? Help. Can't talk. I forgot to sprint jump. It wasn't technically necessary to sprint jump there, but it would have been a good idea. I just kind of didn't press shift. Hello Mustafa, welcome. I'm trying to get this fucking cherry tree to grow in the right direction and at the right size. Okay, there we go. It did what I asked. Yay! We're still not full on the grass. That's the other important section. I want the grass to all be full before I start adding flowers via the process of bone mealing. I could put down the bees right away, but they wouldn't have any flowers to pollinate, so... Grass recolor mod when? Honestly, I'm kind of considering it. It is not very visually appealing. To say it in the kindest possible terms. Don't need to carry these cherry saplings anymore, you can go in there. I will need the bone meal. Are we nearly done growing the grass? There should be a way to speed up how quickly grass spreads. Okay, we've got 3 remaining over here. We got like 9 there. 3 and then 8. And 4. Like 11. Fucking 14. 22. Okay, that one's got tons of grass still to grow. How is it not night yet? What do you mean it's not night? There we go. Absolute lies coming over here. I've always thought that sleeping in a single player world should accelerate things like plants growing, furnaces smelting, that sort of stuff. Excuse me there. Yeah, yep, unnecessary. I'm trying to put down torches. Honestly, there's so many people Mojang could hire who would do more useful content than anything they've done for ages. Okay, well that cave didn't really lead to very much. I was hoping it might pass the time while the grass grew, but it did not. I mean, it passed a very small amount of the time. Oh, I've parkoured myself into a corner. I don't really want to break the terrain. Fuck. That's much simpler. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. Oh, while I say that, the water doesn't have an easy way out either. I'm gonna stop playing. I'm done. No, I'm not. But apparently I'm done being able to control a fucking video game character. Jesus Christ. We're not even done growing yet. We're not even done. We're not a single one of them is done. Fucking grow here. Grow now. Chop, chop. I want to see you cover this grass in the next 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It's cobblestone now. No, I'm not doing that. It's going to look horrible. It's going to look absolutely horrible. Minecraft is being my enemy today, certainly. Hello, Swiss Figure. How are you doing? But it was like 5 seconds away from growing. That's not how it works. It's a random chance every tick. Gambler's fallacy. Previous ticks don't affect the chance. I don't think bone meal does anything for grass spread. And I'm specifically leaving off bone mealing them because I want to make flowers after the grass is there, so there's a full chance of them appearing near of flowers appearing on each block. They'll have like the same chance. Completely even spread. I need barrels in here. Do I have a lot of wood for that? I do have a lot of wood for that. I could use moss, but unfortunately it looks like moss instead of looking like grass. There is no mention on the wiki anywhere of grass growing, of dirt growing into grass because of bone meal. I think that was just coincidence when it happened. Correlation is not always causation. Green carpet would look even worse than moss. I am not going into creative mode. Lime carpet would look even worse. I'm just gonna wait for it to fucking grow. Lizzie, are you just going to suggest less and less grass-like green blocks as we go on here? Is that the bit you're committing to? Hello, Earthly Entity, welcome. Once again, no such thing as a viewer being late. Viewers cannot be late. Only I can be late. That block still hasn't grown. This quadrangle is going to grow before this one does. Green terracotta. Hell, at this rate, this fucking quadrangle is going to grow before that one does. Maybe even this one. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. Kind of love how I went to all the bother of sorting out my storage in my original base and then immediately came over here to a new base with unorganized storage. Cherry Blossom Zone, it's a park. So the plan is that there's going to be a whole settlement in this valley. There's one of the in the cliff houses. And this is a park in the middle of the settlement. It's a little public space. If it would grow, they're all on one fucking grass block. I will be honest, I'm gonna need to fill in. I need gravel. No, I've got tons of red sand actually, I can use that. I need to fill in the water. I do not approve of the sound of the squid under the park. We're not doing that. Hey, this one was the first to grow. There you go, the second last one to fucking get started was the first to grow. Fully. That doesn't work with fucking water source. Well, I mean it does down there. This is where I can just dump all my red sand. I hate red sand. I've got so much of it. Well, it's not specifically red sand I hate. Hey, that grew finally. Imagine doing boring adult stuff, couldn't be me. Why is the fucking squid in my way? Get out of here. Oh, I might be suffocating them. Whatever. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Well, you know, that's just a shame. Oh, it do be night. Oh, bed is too far away. Bed is too far away. Fuck off with your bed is too far away. Back in my day, back in the old days of Minecraft, we didn't have bed is too far away. If I can click on it, I can get into it. Right, are these all grown now? These are all grown now. Why are there no flowers in among this shit? Does the fucking mesa just not give flowers? That would be classic Minecraft. I have to place my own fucking flowers. River gives flowers. Eh, it's fine. They can fly over to a different quadrangle. Lads. Lads, we're not doing this again. We are not doing this again, lads. We had this discussion before. My health did not drop by even half a heart. I am gonna end the tall grass. Nice as it is, it doesn't fit with quite the vibe of the park. It's a little bit too. It's kind of untended. Oh, I should have potatoed them. I've got other things to be doing though. Right, bee time. Bee nest number 1. I don't even need to put. I was gonna put trapdoors on them as like decoration, but it's not even necessary. I broke the tree. I broke the tree. Where are my campfires at? Ha. Hehe. Ho ho. Hehe. There. Bees. Fill out these areas where there's like grass missing. Or like lots of grass missing. Some patches that are empty are fine. But overall, like we don't want a large sort of bare spot. There we are. I think that's quite pleasant, personally. Why make it in a savanna? It's not in a savanna, it's in a mesa. But I'm making it here because this is where I was building the city when I realized I needed candles. And you need honeycombs for candles, and beeswax, not honeycombs, beeswax, whatever, whichever one it is. Oh yeah, it is honeycombs, same difference. Yeah, so That's why I decided to bring bees here, and then I went overboard with the decoration for my bees. Yeah, job coaches are not a weird concept, at least in a lot of English-speaking countries, Lucy. Like, that's a common thing. I think here we call it a careers advisor, I think, is probably roughly the same thing as what Earthly Entity is referring to. But it's not an especially novel concept. I still have my trowel and my I probably should have put them away somewhere safe. Yeah, but like if I said something that was very common in like the countries near you was a weird concept, you'd be like, nah, it's not a weird concept. That is kind of crazy, Earthly Entity. Right, so my understanding of this as why have none of the bees come out of this one? You all have flowers. I'm not going to build a massive suspension bridge between the mountains. Not remotely the vibe I'm going for. Yeah, my understanding of how bees work is that the campfires underneath them mean the bees in the nest don't get pissed off when you shear the nest for honeycomb. Does that also apply to the bees currently outside the nest? Yes, you think. Block off the campfires or the bees will accidentally kill themselves. How exactly am I to block off the campfires? Will that work? Or will they still fly down into them? If I do that, does it not cut off the smoke? Oh, it doesn't cut off the smoke. I thought that would cut off the smoke. Never mind. We're good. I suppose it makes sense for a trapdoor that visibly has holes in it, but not every trapdoor does visibly have holes in it. It would be kind of weird if the if like the dark oak trapdoor didn't block the smoke. Hi there. I need another bee. You're the only one right now. Could the others pop out into the world for a second? Here we are. Hey. Because I need one more bee. Because this one's only got 2 in it. Now I can put these dandelions away and never use them again. Do I have a pair of shears? I still don't have the mending shears called bottom surgery. Right, let's see if they get pissed off at me here. We good? We good. Why are you just spinning up there? Look at her go. These bees are just really happy here. But yeah, AI is more A than I. That goes for basically all AI. Show me some AI that is not more A than I. Okay, it's kind of crazy how they just fucking launch them. Right, now I have an actual fucking source of candles. I can get back to actually making this building. It's a shame that I can't, because if I'm on a block, I can crouch into there. It's a shame you can't crouch jump into those gaps. This was the kitchen. I don't really know what a kitchen would look like in this type of house. I suppose I can use... I can just make like a fucking like counter and then like a couple of smokers or something. I don't know. The fuck do you make smokers again? Stripped logs. Who came up with the idea of stripped logs? More importantly, am I stupid? You can't strip logs when you've got a shield in your offhand? It prioritizes the shield over the fucking thing? Oh, it does not need to be stripped. Why did it show stripped first? When I looked at it before. Why? I'm going to use the stripped logs because I did it now. But why did it show stripped first? That's crazy. Once again, priority in this game. One, why is the priority when I'm trying to strip a log to use my shield, when whenever I'm interacting with anything else, the priority is to interact with the other thing? Two, why is the priority in the fucking recipe book the stripped logs and not the fucking normal logs? The smoke probably should have a way outside, but I don't really want to make one. I suppose walls... Where are the walls? This is not where my fucking terracotta is. Oh, I've got perfect number of walls for the inside. I can just make a few more. And then it's like coming out here. The only issue is it will in fact, yeah, stick to other blocks around it, which is always annoying. Oh, that works. That actually works quite well. That doesn't. You should be able to like have like a sort of hammer tool or something that you can use to determine the connections of blocks. Yeah, that doesn't work. I just wanted to see if that looked good or not. It doesn't have to have smoke coming out of it. It's fine. Looks fine. Favorite numbers are 3 and 5. I don't have favorite numbers. I tend not to have favorites of a lot of things, to be honest. And when I do, they tend to be like, there's like 6 things that are tied for my favorite. I've made walls instead of fucking slabs. It's fine, I'll use them at some point probably. I've been streaming for 1 hour and I'm already brain dead. Kitchen. Have you ever seen a better kitchen? I can remove the kitchen sign, it's obvious that's a kitchen now. I still want to know, the dark oak sign texture has light text, and yet the sign does not. What's going on with that, Mojang? You tease accessibility in the texture, but then when you place it down, you're like, no accessibility for you. Better than mindless beige like how some people do it? I mean, it's just, I'm just following the color palette of the wall. That's kind of the whole theme of the house type. Do I put chests in here or do I just put barrels all over? It is a lot of wood, to be honest. Yeah, but black text on a brown model is also annoying to read, is the thing, Lucy. My point is, the text on the model should be light. It would be easier to read. Like, it's not impossible, but it's annoying. Oh, that's right, I need beds as well. I shouldn't have to. The default should be, if it's a dark wood, the text should be light. That should be automatic. Because accessibility is actually very important. Accessibility should never be a thing you have to go seeking. If you have to look for accessibility in order to get it, then you don't have accessibility. When did Mojang care about accessibility? They didn't. That doesn't mean I'm not going to complain about it when they continue to not care about it. What's that enchanted book I've got? Loyalty 3. I don't even have a trident. I'm yawning so much. Chat, do you want to know a secret? I went to bed at 3 AM last night. It's not really a secret. It's actually just something I told you freely. Oh, I've got a banner too. Ominous banner. I've got so many of those. Why? Because I was writing. I'm productive at night. So I get into a sort of a writing flow. And I don't want to stop. Technically, that's a lie. I was editing what I've already written. I think you probably are the only one with a normal sleep schedule, to be honest. I don't know why I just wasted an entire piece of coal on 3 potatoes. It's not what we would call efficient use of fuel. Everyone remember to drink water, by the way. You try and write, you start off reasonably and then half an hour later you're designing the life cycle of a fictional swamp plant. Well, that's called world building. I do a lot of that as well. But I've been doing a lot of writing recently. The secret to doing a lot of writing, like actual writing rather than just world building all the time, is to do a lot of reading. And I've been doing a lot more reading recently than I've been able to do the past few years, to be honest, and therefore I've also been doing a lot more writing as a consequence. Just sort of exploring around here to see, remind myself what things there are, and also see if there are any structures that I missed my first sort of sweep of the area in this direction. I remember the village. Can I not, like, shear you or something? No. I made that up. I don't remember how to do anything with them. Is it the fucking shield shit again? At some point did... No, you just can't. Oh, well, they just drop, apparently, them sometimes. Chicken. Chicken. No chicken. What is this? This is kind of an interesting little sort of valley that's here. That's got to be the biggest fields that there's ever been in a village. Oh, it's a brush you need to get them right. Can I make a brush? Oh, copper has a use. Well, that wasn't a very long cave. Useless feature to a useless item to a useless or to a useless mob. You can get dog armor, which is useless because I never bring my dogs into battle anyway. But it does have the function of making your pets less likely to die. If only by a small amount. I might sneeze in a second. I can feel it. It decided not to happen. Might as well get gold. The dog is not gonna die in any way because you're not gonna take it anywhere where it could die. Hey guys, how we doing? Oh, I wanted them to shoot it. Disappointing. Hello, Frog. Is this 3D Terraria? Yes. It's exactly what this is. Another one of these massive caves full of too much dripstone. There. Oh, you don't seem to be alive anymore. You don't mind, I need to make some more torches. Do I have sticks? I don't, but I do have wood. Oh, I made more than I needed to. Oops. 'Tis fine. Oh, I made a lot more. I forgot how crafting works. It's been... It's only been a week, actually. I was going to say it's been a while, which is the name of this fucking playthrough, to be fair. But it actually hasn't really been a while. I just don't remember how to play Minecraft. Wait, can we... Where's Skellington? Oh, you really? You kidding? Yes? No? You freed it! You set him free! Is it too much to ask for? All I want is a music disc. I don't know why he blew up. Okay, the other one's over here. Yeah, get yourself stuck. And then we can, like... We can find a way to get you shot. Well, we can't really, because the skeletons are in the wrong place. He's like one shot from being a music disc. And now he's given up. Hey! Dickhead. Oh no. Accidental one-shot reference. Why will my firing squad not fucking fire on the guy that I want them to? Right, shoot. Where have you gone? He's given up again. Oh, good lord. Right, shoot the guy. Yeah? No? No. Shoot that guy. Shoot him. This is infuriating. It's not gonna happen. I just want music discs. Yeah, he's gone. He's actually gone. He's... Fine, fucking die. Is he just... No, he's up there. See, it's not hard. It isn't hard. That's all the skeleton had to do. Like, it's not difficult. It's actually not difficult. Where did he even die? Where's my experience? There it is. Hey. Oh, sword! Oh. Rare? Oh, I was hoping you'd take full damage. Boring. Managed to find like the one bit to land on where it wouldn't take full damage. The creeper stuck in a hole, get the skeleton to shoot through lava, now flaming arrow hitting a TNT, and when it explodes you get a disc. Huh. Never tried that. Skeletons get TNT kill credit? I mean, if that works, then obviously they do. Terraria music is peak. I will be playing Terraria at some point, possibly quite soon. I don't know. I might take a period of break from Minecraft at some point soon. I was nowhere near you. I would not be playing on a particularly high difficulty. I'd be playing on normal difficulty. As it has been years, and I don't remember how to play. I don't even know what the Shield of Cthulhu is. It's been so long. Was that even a thing when I played before? Doesn't sound familiar, to be honest. Okay, there's too many caves here. I just kind of went into a cave because I was distracted and it was like... I couldn't work out how I wanted to decorate the house. And frankly, it annoyed me and I was like, I'm gonna go and mine in a cave. But now the cave's kind of too large. I do miss when you had small cave systems every now and then in Minecraft. Oh, it's night up above. Look at the stars. Honestly, Terraria doesn't even like cost anything. How much does Terraria cost? I feel like Terraria is dirt cheap. If it's not currently dirt cheap, then it's like on sale all the time. I'm constantly seeing things being like, ah, Terraria's on sale again. Why am I carrying candles on me as I'm mining? €10, that's something in pounds. I don't know what that is in pounds. Euros means nothing to me, to be honest. Oh, I just sort of looped around to my own valley. That's convenient. I should make this into a proper thing. World's most disorganized storage. I've won the competition for that so many times in a row. Why is there terracotta in that box? What am I doing? Who am I and what am I doing? Right. I need to make an actual building for the nether portal. I'm not going to make it the same as the one in the snowy biome. I don't have blackstone. This is a major flaw. I require blackstone. Wait, hold on. Let's not bring my silk touch stuff with me. That would be a waste if I died. There wasn't even any blackstone for you to eat, Lucy. It wasn't like a where's my blackstone. It was a I never had any blackstone. Oh, hey. I've got looting 3 and he didn't drop any leather? The leather's what I wanted. Where's the other one? I can hear you snuffling around. Where the fuck are you at? Where is he? Where's bro at? He's done a runner. He's fled in cowardice. Right, we gotta do some demarcation here. This is too much lava. Okay, we good over there. Excellent. This does, I recognize, mine directly through my path. That's fine, we'll fix it later. In fact, no, we'll fix it now. There. Can mine out underneath it and there can be not a problem. Surprised lava hasn't poured in on me yet. I can hear it. It's nearby. There it is. You destroyed my blackstone. I don't mind being burned as long as my blackstone survives. It is the best block in the game. By a significant margin. Just looks so good. Hopefully this is interesting for everyone to watch here, just me mining out stuff, quarrying blackstone. Perhaps the sound of the plop 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 of the items going into my inventory is therapeutic in some way. The sound of the ghast is the opposite of therapeutic, that's actually trauma. I'll admit the sound of mining netherrack with efficiency 5 is very satisfying. Although perhaps sometimes a little irritating when I'm not intending to mine the netherrack and it just happens because my finger brushes over it for a moment. The good thing about blackstone is, like, low blackstone you can generally mine without any worry of lava appearing. Because the way basalt delta generates is the lava tends to be on, like, the top. It's not always the case, there are pockets here and there. But generally if you're mining, like, at the bottom of a deposit, you're unlikely to get burned. Done the online course for the day? Hell yeah. Having fun? What a novel concept, Bebop. Do you expect to be having fun? This blackstone really do just be going. It just keeps going. Watching me mine is so much fun. Hopefully it's more fun than it is to do. Menial tasks. Such great enjoyment I derive from them. There is something somewhat brain scratching that is sort of scratching an itch of the brain to just sit there and mine a lot of resources in this game, I'll admit. It's a good distraction while you figure out why your cables don't work. What's wrong with your cables, Bebop? Which cables aren't working? And my inventory's full. This is a disaster. I've probably got as much blackstone as I'm going to need at this point, to be honest. I just accidentally mined straight down in the nether. Jesus Christ. Oh, transfer. Depending on where you're transferring them from, there are some like phone cables and stuff and like USB cables that are charger cables but don't have transfer capacity. I can't remember how to tell them apart from ones that do have transfer capacity. I discovered this. It was very annoying. Might have broken it without realizing it. It might just be, I mean, if it depends if it's a cable you've used to transfer files before. It might just be that it's one that doesn't have transfer capacity. Like, I assumed all USB-C cables would be able to do the same stuff, but it's not true. I discovered it wasn't true when I plugged my phone in using the USB-C cable that came with my fucking shaver thing, electric razor, and it charged, but it wouldn't let me transfer any files because it was just a charger cable. I didn't realize that was a thing with USB-C, to be just a charger cable, but it makes sense, kind of. But also not really, because if it's a standard, shouldn't they all be the same? Second cable works, there you go. Oh. Okay, no. I thought I was full there, but no. Oh, now I'm full. Okay. Put the wood in there and I'll stop mining. Your old cable that once worked doesn't work anymore, Bebop, because it stopped liking you as a person. That's my theory. I mean, it might not be anything to do with you. It might just be that the cable changed so it stopped liking you. Sometimes people just change. It's not always your fault. And cables as well. People and cables, they've got a lot in common. Right, I'm honestly so tired. Let's have a look. You see, these don't even fucking pass when you're like active in another dimension. Obviously because the chunk isn't loaded, but it would be so nice if we could just do a calculation like how long since this chunk has been loaded. That long. Okay. The smelting would be done. Like, it's not that difficult. Okay, let me sit back in my chair and stretch due to tiredness. What have we got here? I need some stairs. Yeah, I need 16, I think. And I need just a ton of blocks for the time being. And let's get some chisel polished as well. Just for the hell of it. I think I'm gonna do like a... Yeah. I'm definitely gonna do something like this. It's not gonna be like closed in. I'm gonna do a misplace as usual. Classic. We love a good misplace. Well, I don't personally. Actually, they piss me off. Yeah, and then we're gonna do like this. Oh, that's 4. I forgot the dimensions of nether portals are not consistent. This is so sad. How have I got 1 extra? I didn't do this one. That makes sense. My god. My god. You fucking just placed like a normal fucking stair. I'm gonna start throwing hands. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. Yeah, we're doing a little thing like this, I feel. One day maybe I'll work out why I feel the need to make jump sound effects when I jump in a game. Didn't do it. Considering getting better at art and doing commissions won't be as good money, but at least it won't drive you mad like a regular job. Yeah. Hey, I mean, I would say it's worth pursuing even if you don't end up doing it full time. Like it's something you enjoy, I assume, doing art. Even if it's not, doesn't end up like your main thing, it can be like extra on the side. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. Maybe I do kind of... I was originally going to... Okay, I need to kind of get rid of this. Keep forgetting I have scaffolding. I was originally going to just sort of leave it as these pillars. But maybe I even, like... almost have it, like... hourglass back over. I don't know. Or even just float. Oh, I could just float. It could just float. I'm not even sure what you're referring to, Scarlet King. You're that far in the past. Yeah, okay, I know what I'm doing. 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 It's gonna be peak. Oh, right, I see. I mean, I don't really feel the need. I just like doing it. The feel the need wording was exaggerated. Fucking scaffold. I hate scaffolding so much. Scaffolding is absolute fucking piss and dog shit. I would not want someone to go back and timestamp anything for me in previous streams. That would not help me edit. The only way that would work is if I was hiring someone to be a full editor and do the whole editing themselves, which I'm not doing. Okay. Gonna need to move the portal up, but... What? Why can't you go out the normal fucking direction? Where's it? Oh, that's up? You won't go to the side now? I hate scaffolding so much. Actual worst fucking Minecraft feature. It makes no sense. Who fucking added this dog shit? How is it not night yet? One. Don't know if we see the vision yet, but it's starting to come together. One. Don't have enough blocks, unfortunately. Okay, that scaffolding does not work like ladders. Scaffolding is just bad. Like, genuinely, why is the feature shit? Why wouldn't they make a good feature? Gonna need all of that, actually, probably. Does anyone know why they decided to make scaffolding just not good? What their reasons were? I mean, I'm sure they could have made it good. I'm gonna need to move this nether portal, by the way. It needs to elevate. Once again, I'm gonna need a hell of a lot more blocks. Probably people will see the vision now that I'm going for. Oh, I need to take out these. I forgot to take these out here. And I haven't put the stairs in yet, but the gist is there. It would have worked better, actually, if I'd done things coming down from the middle, but then it would have looked like a shulker box, which is not what it's meant to be. So it's fine. While I'm here, stairs, fall, that was on purpose. What the fuck, did I bounce my head off the fucking scaffolding above me? What is the point of these blocks? What is actually the fucking point? Jesus Christ. Ah. You can't even properly fucking pillar up them because you can't place them on top of themselves. They're just bad. I don't know what to say. They're just bad. Still don't have enough. I need 8 more. Oh, and I need to... Oh, actually, I only needed 4 more because I need the polished ones. I'm fucked up. Shite. Oh, I can make these polished. Perfect. I didn't fuck up. It was all calculated. It was all part of the plan. Nobody needs to worry. It's fine. It's what I meant to do from the start. Fuck. I love it when you sink into the scaffolding. And by I love it when you sink into the scaffolding, I mean, why the fuck do you sink into the scaffolding? Oh, it's not fine. I need more still. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Everything is going exactly... Forgot about that. That's another way that scaffolding is just bad. Like every now and then you just fucking run out of gravity and you have to place another actual block. Which is like, sure, realism, but I'm not playing the realism game, I'm playing fucking Minecraft. And you can't shift off it, because if you try and shift on it, you just slide through. So it's just like that, for example. It's just kind of crazy. Need to go back down and get the rest of my fucking blackstone that's dropped about the place. Where's the 4th one? Where's the 4th one? Did the 4th one fucking go through the nether portal or some shit? I'm having a day, chat. This game does not like me right now. There we are. Now all I need to do is raise the nether portal. I found the 4th one. Minecraft. Why is the fucking alley idle sound effect called alley yearns? Yearns for what? The mines? There we go. Once the nether portal's floating in the air, I think it'll look quite good. May put slabs, actually. Why can it not just put me on top of it? Why can it not just put me on top of it? It's my least favorite block. I think it's one of the worst things they've ever added to Minecraft. It's such a good concept scaffolding, and it just doesn't fucking function. It's so infuriating. Oh yeah, the slabs look better. It maybe should be like a 2-block thick ceiling. Unsure. Or maybe a 1-block thick with slabs all on top. Just like slightly thicker, because despite the fact that this is not any thicker here, just it's sitting on the ground is kind of more robust, whereas the ceiling looks very thin. Right, I want the bottom block to be level with the top stairs when it comes to the nether portal. If I break this here, this should reconnect to the same portal again when I reopen it. It should be fine. You never know with a nether portal, but it should be fine. What am I listening to? Crescent Dunes. Yeah, okay. Now I need to actually determine how I get up to it, because I didn't think about that, to be honest. I didn't really have that in mind. What are my means of reaching this portal? I just thought it would look good if it was floating. I didn't think ahead. Do I just do a staircase? Do I do a staircase for now and then once I get Elytra, whatever, it becomes mandated that I use that? I think that's what we do. Have I started this staircase far enough back? I have certainly not. You know what, since this is coming from outside, maybe like... maybe we make it like the bricks. We have it start like here. Not quite there. Have it like come in from the road essentially. It does kind of obstruct the view that I wanted, to be fair. unfortunately. If I do that, does it obstruct it less? Slightly. And then I can just jump to get into it. Of course. Fucking course. Fucking staircases going sideways. Flint and steel. Let's see if this goes to where it's supposed to. It does go to where it's supposed to. For a second there was aggression from within hell. Who would have thought it? Aggression from within hell. It's unbelievable. It's not going to be enough blocks. I'm going to add slabs to the ceiling to make it look a little bit just stronger. The moment it kind of looks like you could just snap it. Because it's only 1 block thick. Oh, I made that taller than I meant to. Hello, Luke. How are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, that looks a bit more sturdy with the slabs there. I like that. I would like it even more if it didn't have the staircase, but at the moment I don't have any ways to not use a staircase, so it is what it is. And I'm running out of food, which is my fault because I haven't made any farms at this place. Well, I have, but I've made a honeycomb farm, which is not food. How am I? I'm pretty good. I'm very tired, but I've made 2 things this stream. I finished this, which I started last stream, which is technically just a honeycomb farm, but I made it into a nice park so that it would look nice. And then I decorated the portal. And I still haven't done any of the tasks that really I'm supposed to be doing, like building more houses in the walls. Because I find interior decoration very difficult. This room too. The master bedroom doesn't have a bed. I really need to get some... I sound a bit sick. I'm not sick, I'm just tired. I've been going to bed extremely late for a while because I've been writing a lot and I am most productive in the evening and into the night. So I've been going to bed at like 2 to 3 a.m. for the past week. It's bad. I'm on to editing now, so it's not as much of an issue. But yeah, I've kind of fucked my sleep schedule. Everyone says I sound sick when I'm tired. Okay, we need to get on this wall and see if we can acquire some leather for ourselves. I heard another one there, but I don't know where it is. What? Why are we fighting? I don't know why they were fighting, but go off. I didn't think they fought. Do they normally fight? Well, I mean, a large part of when you're sick, if you don't have a... You see, there's a yawn. Sorry about that, everyone. If you don't have a... like a virus that's affecting your respiratory system, then a large part of the sound of being sick will just be that you sound tired. So there isn't a huge difference, to be honest. Oh, is netherite the old texture? Because I use a custom texture pack to make it so, because I prefer the old texture. It looks weirder, more unique. New texture is just red stone, which I find a bit boring. Like, the old netherite kind of looks like it's bleeding, almost. Which is very fitting for hell. Every time I see a spear wielder, I just want to hit them. I don't know why. I just get the urge more than with other mobs. I think it's because they take up so much more space because the spear sticks out so far. It's like you're taking up the whole corridor, even though the spear doesn't have collision. What I need to do is I need to get a top up of food. And I need to start gathering ice to make that journey quicker. How the fuck does blue ice work again? Blue ice, Minecraft. I can't type, I didn't put a space between blue and ice. Fastest type of ice for both. Yep, indeed. Da 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 dum da da. Where? How do I get it? 9 packed ice to 1 blue ice. Does generate naturally in icebergs. Cool. I'm gonna have a short break to stretch my legs, as they very much need stretched. And then we're gonna go to my ice biome and we're gonna destroy it. We're gonna destroy the natural environment. Where's Cat? Cat doesn't get copyright claimed. I can play Cat while I'm on my break. So I'll be back very soon. That's not the right key. We'll see you all very soon. Hello, I'm back. I see I was slightly longer than Cat. My apologies. Do be like that sometimes. Right, let's clear out my inventory and then head off towards the ice. Wait a minute. Am I about to discover... Okay, no, Soft Hands is here. Second there, I thought I'd left Soft Hands at the fucking other place. It's all good. Sort out this inventory. God, it's a mess. Why am I carrying one of every dye? Oh wait, warped is... that's crimson. It can go there. Yeah. Up there. Oh, I already had... No, I did get those last time as well. Those were extras I picked up on my way. I remember now. Okay, that's empty-ish inventory. I really should empty out the dice. Just crazy number of dyes I've got. Fabrics. Right, let's see here. White there. Grey can fucking go there. These are not in any particular color order. And they should be, but they aren't. Sapling can go as well. Chest and 19 sticks. Do I have somewhere that chests would go? Chests are in industry. Okay, that makes some sense. I think that makes reasonable amount of sense. Oh, I've got too many saplings. That's a discovery that I'm making. Specifically too many oak saplings. Let's just contribute to deforestation here. Out of curiosity, am I looking at an efficiency book? No. So I'm not going to have efficiency on soft hands, unfortunately, but it shouldn't make too much difference. It's ice. Ice is not that resilient. It is already going dark. Which of you was the faster one? I don't really know. I think you're the one I've had longer. And the ice is kind of in this direction. I'm not bringing a map because really I don't need it. I remember well enough. We just go this way a bit and eventually we find the ice spikes. And because Minecraft finally made a good change for once, horses can swim across water. Is it faster if I jump? No. It's still faster than it used to be. You can get stuck under a lily pad, lovely. I think I remember there being frogs somewhere around this region. Jesus Christ, the jumps are insane. I don't think that's his normal jump height. I think there's some weird interaction with the water and the lily pads and stuff going on there. Am I able to go to bed now? Yes. Listen, horsey, don't wander off. That was eating the bed. Did you see that? Don't eat the fucking bed. Chicken. Didn't happen. I remember the good old days back at the beginning of this playthrough when every time I threw an egg it made a chicken. I was the chicken creator. Now it doesn't happen anymore. I used up all of my magic at the beginning of the playthrough and now I don't have the power anymore. I see snow. The good old days that was like 3 months ago. Let's find out how many months ago it was. I'm swimming across water. I can look up on my phone at the same time. Myself. There I am. And find out how long ago it was. Actually, Bebop, I think you'll find it was 5 months ago. There be some ice. There be the ice that I'm looking for. Ice ahoy! Oh, it's raining. Why? Why is it raining? Who came up with this? It's also raining outside my house in real life right now. Fortunately, it will turn to snow when I go into this biome. There you go. I need me some ice. Now 9 of this makes 1 blue ice. But supposedly there's also blue ice like in icebergs now and then. I don't know if it's in specific parts of them or what. There's some. I found it. I found the blue ice. I'm truly back in Subnautica below zero. I only just got out of there. Oh, wow, it's got a long fucking... It's got resistance, this, hasn't it? And now I wish I did have efficiency. Well, this is going to take ages. I didn't think about it. I didn't realize it was that strong. I hope everybody likes this sound effect. not great. Let's turn it down a bit. Is it ice or glass? Glass break. Oh, I turned it down so much you can't hear it at all anymore. I would like it to be a tad louder than that. Let's go like 20% volume. Oh, that's still kind of too quiet, but we'll keep it at that. That better? We can crank the music up a bit. Really, I should think of things to talk about on stream when I'm doing something menial like this. But I'm not good at thinking of topics to talk about. But that's what other streamers do when they're doing something grindy. That ice is going. They think of things to talk about. And usually those things are like stories from their life, but I don't particularly have any stories from my life that I want to tell. I'm a little too private for that. Interesting Dark Souls stories. Let's see if I can think of anything. It's been such a long time, like, since I played Dark Souls back in the day, that I'm not sure if I remember any of the fun things that happened in, like, previous playthroughs, back when I played it regularly. I can tell you that I am very close to having every achievement in Dark Souls, and I just can't be bothered because Gwyn on New Game Plus is annoying. I'm like half a new game cycle away from finishing every achievement. And I just stopped because I was like, Gwyn's pissing me off. I'm not good at parrying him. I don't know why. I'm just terrible at parrying him. I'm good at parrying other enemies. And I'm good at parrying in other games, like in Elden Ring, but I can't parry him for some reason. I remember one time when I was in... I don't know if anyone in chat knows how vagrants work in the original Dark Souls game. Basically, there were a lot of them during the randomizer. They kept showing up. But there's this system where there's a lot of obscure and complex online features in Dark Souls that were very experimental, which I really liked, and I wish they would continue doing experimental features like that some players might not even notice. It's kind of fun when that sort of thing is in the game. But there was one that's vagrants, where basically when a player dies, and I think there's a lot of misconceptions and like disagreements about what the exact trigger is. The exact trigger is known, but people used to think it was something different, and I never remember which one the right one is. I think it's when they have a lot of humanity and they die and the humanity ends up on their bloodstain, and then they don't get their bloodstain back. That bloodstain then travels through other worlds, and after a while, so that's the like view bloodstain thing that you get in the game, is bloodstains traveling through other worlds. And after a while, once it's traveled through enough worlds, I don't remember how many, it becomes a vagrant, which is an enemy that will spawn in certain places in the area that that person died. And vagrants that come from that manner of creation, that come from someone losing a lot of humanity, are hostile vagrants. They will attack you. There are also vagrants that will spawn if you leave an item behind and go away. Like if you drop an item on the ground and you go away, you might come back later and it's not there anymore. It will go through other players' worlds as well, and they can pick it up and get the item. Or, if nobody picks it up, you can go through enough worlds and it can become a passive vagrant, which drops different items and doesn't attack you. And one of the first vagrants I ever saw, possibly the first vagrant I ever saw, was a passive vagrant in the DLC that was standing on this precipice in an area where there's a lot of drops into oblivion. And because passive vagrants run away from you, it was just standing on this precipice, and that's its set spawn point by the developers because they don't have random spawns. They always spawn in the same place depending on what area they spawn in. So it was just standing on this edge, saw me, and just ran off the edge before I could get over it to kill it. And it's like, that's a wild place to put a spawn point for the passive vagrants, because you just don't get the drop. What's my cat's name? My cat's name was Curl. Which I think I've said before. Granted, that does not mean people should remember it. That was a pretty good story. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I might be getting the details wrong somewhere along the line of like the exact... Hey, there's a Nautilus. The exact triggers of when things spawn, but that's the gist of it. Illusory Wall, which is a great channel, has a lot of interesting videos on how vagrants come into being. Is there more to the story? Not really. I saw a vagrant and I didn't get the drops is the gist of it, because it just ran off a cliff. Usually the vagrants that you will see will be hostile vagrants. It's much more common for someone to... Oh, more stories, right? Yeah. I don't know. I'm bad at thinking about stories. Is there anything interesting in Dark Souls that I can think of other than that? But yeah, usually you'll see hostile vagrants. Like, passive vagrants are rarer, because when someone sees an item in their world that they didn't drop, usually they will pick it up. You can go to an effort to like try and spawn a passive vagrant in other people's worlds by like dropping an item in a hidden place where other people are unlikely to see it when it appears in their world. I don't see any reason to kill the Nautilus. There are also two different types of vagrants. There are white vagrants and there are red vagrants. If a vagrant goes through enough worlds without dying itself, because vagrants will also continue to travel through worlds if you leave them, then eventually they become a red vagrant, which is like got better drops and is stronger. The Nautilus makes wild noises. It made a screech there, and the subtitle said Nautilus clacks, which I don't agree with. Okay, there was a clack involved in that sound at least, but I still wouldn't call it a clack overall. I've made the mistake of introducing water into this area. Drops its shell, and I don't need its shell. Hola, Luke. Yeah, I don't think I have any more good Dark Souls stories, to be honest. I don't remember a great deal about my first playthrough. I remember I used the Silver Knight Spear for most of it. That's the main thing I remember about it. I still have the save file. I could go and load into the save file. I think I'm outside Ornstein and Smo in New Game Plus. So that's for Thief Stories next time. Again, despite that being my favorite game, I haven't played it in so long. I don't know if I'll remember specific things that happened to me while I was playing it. I can tell you that there are certain levels that I'm always nervous in because the game does such a good job of its atmosphere. Like, after years and years, I don't recall the exact events of a playthrough usually. I do remember enjoying using the level editor for Thief. It has a really good level editor. When am I going to reach the bottom of this iceberg? Oh, now. We are back in Subnautica below zero. Look how much durability that's taken off my pickaxe. Minecraft below zero indeed. At what point does the Shadow Leviathan appear? My inventory's nearly full. That is an iceberg made of blue ice, yes. They happen. There we go, inventory full. Where'd that wood go? Where'd that wood go? There it is. The real question is that going to be enough to fill my tunnel? I doubt it. It's a long tunnel. And the number two question is blue ice susceptible to gas explosions? Does anyone know? Because if it is, then I have to do more work in closing the tunnel completely. I have no idea what you're saying, Scarlet King. Thing with gravel and white terry. I don't know what that is. I also don't know what this thing about saltwater gas explosions is. Sure, there was a structure by that village. I'm not interested. I need to make my tunnels fast. Boatable. Oh, it's the archaeology stuff? Oh, I don't give a shit. I actually don't care. Hello, Lone Faizan. Am I live 24/7? No. How would I be live 24/7? I'd be dead. I'm a human being. I have limits. I'm generally live for between 3 and 4 hours, and I'm usually live 2 times a week. At the moment, typically on Wednesday and then on one of the weekend days. Oh, apparently you can still dive deep enough to fly off a horse. Blue ice is susceptible to gas explosions, right? Oh, I see. That was... Oh, for God's sake, the fucking magma. That was... autocorrect regarding that. I understand. Okay, we're gonna... No, where the fuck are you going? Should try hightail for views? I'm not particularly interested in hightail. I don't chase things just because of the views. I play things because I want to play them. I don't know a great deal about a hightail, but from what I've seen of it, it doesn't especially grab my attention. I know it's something that was hyped. Okay, that is something I've dealt with before. Now I can't see where I'm going. There we are. How long have I been playing Minecraft? That's a complicated question because it was a long period of time when I wasn't playing Minecraft. I started Minecraft with either version 1.3 or 1.4. I don't remember which one, but one of the very early, by this point, versions. Post its release, but very early into its release. And then around like 1.16ish, I kind of stopped playing for a long while, and this is my first like proper playthrough since then. Forgot about that ravine. Unfortunately, I expertly avoided it. Unfortunately, fortunately, I expertly avoided it. Get out of the way, please. Thank you. Cat. It's quite the spawn range for cats. Like, my village that I've accidentally created is not that close to there. Right, I'm gonna need cobblestone. Oh my inventory is going to be a problem. Okay, we need to put some of the blue ice away and get cobblestone instead. Because I'm going to need to shore up the tunnel against gas interferences. Oh, I need to put on a golden helmet as well. Let's actually just put this in the chest just in case. Oh, I've got shears in there. Why do I have random shears in there? Oh, let's put... yeah, let's put this away and full and just keep soft hands for the time being. Right. This is the issue. I've just got to... completely cover the tunnel, essentially. Including these side bits. So it takes a lot more blocks than it did before. This is going to take a while. And I'm going to need to move the torches up because I'm putting that there. Not that the torches stop a great many things from spawning, but they do help me be able to see. Already faster travel. Even faster once I'm in a boat. And that's using so many blocks. Chat, this is gonna take 10 years to finish. Okay, there was a small amount of exaggeration in that estimate. It's not actually going to take me 10 years to finish, but it is going to take a long time because I'm going to have to go back. Why are you just vibing over there? They just kind of vibe in the columns of lava. Okay, he's heading off. He's vibing closer. I don't appreciate it. Okay, vibing away now. Yeah, this is what we get on this playthrough for a while now. Hope everybody enjoys watching the same pattern of cobblestone be placed. By those thief stories. I need to play Thief on the channel, don't I? Probably terrible at it. It's been so long. Especially the second one, because I didn't play the second one as much, so I won't even remember the levels on the second one. There's a fun thing you can do in the level editor in Thief is you can load the actual game's levels in, and then you can just mess stuff up. Like, you can move NPCs onto different factions and just have them fight each other. Like, you can go onto a level where it's like, you know, you're breaking into someone's mansion and you can just put half the guards on a faction that guards fight, and then just watch as the two halves of the guards just fight each other while you're sort of hidden, sneaking nearby. Very enjoyable. Kind of a crazy thing to get enjoyment from, really, isn't it? Okay, that's me out of cobblestone and I'm only like halfway across the first lava pool. Saw a thief in a used item store recently, didn't buy it. Sorry, I'm just looking for the ban button here. Where's the... no. It's a similar glitch. Well, I mean, it wasn't a glitch. It's just a thing you can do in the level editor. I'm trying to think if I can think of any glitches in Thief. I'm sure they exist, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. It was an incredibly innovative game for like the time it came out. I think it's one of the first, possibly the first-person stealth where like light and sound were both elements in whether you were detected. Also was the first game I ever played where you had to think about things like, if you knock someone out with the blackjack and then you put them in water, they will drown. Like if their head's underwater. Which is obvious and is like something you would expect to be in a game now. But for like a game that came out in like 1998 and for one of the early games that I played, it was like, whoa, they thought of that. I also like about it that a lot of games out there that are stealth games are... Oh, I mean, yes, it is old. It's older than me. Thief is older than me. A lot of games that are stealth games that are out there have you going around like killing the people that you're sneaking around. Like obviously Hitman, that's kind of the point, is that you're killing someone, but even like other stealth games out there, generally the way that you deal with a lot of the people you're sneaking past is by killing them. But Thief, that's specifically like something you're not supposed to do. Like if you play on hard mode, you cannot kill anyone. Most missions. Unless there's a specific plot reason for it to be different. One of the objectives that you have to fulfill is do not kill anyone if you're playing on hard mode. Now, I don't tend to play on hard mode because I'm bad at it. Because I'm bad at most games I play. But I love that that's a thing. The description is usually something like, you're a thief, not a murderer, don't kill anyone. Because it makes sense, like, if you murder someone, that's leaving more of a trace. It's leaving a trail. There's the whole, like, ghosting and supreme ghosting community in Thief that tries to, like, do levels while changing as few things as possible. Like, with ghosting rules, if you pickpocket a key from a guard, before you leave the level, you have to go and like drop the key back on that guard's like path in like people's like custom ghosting rules. It's not a thing that's accounted for in the game, because basically the idea of like trying to ghost a level is going through, and apart from the things that you steal that are like loot and like the objects that you're supposed to steal to complete the mission, everything else, it should be a situation of like, this could conceivably have just happened. Like, you know, a guard could have just dropped their key. It has to be like a ghost came through the level. I think that's a really just cool challenge. It's, again, it's not one I was ever good enough at the game to do, but and there are absolutely plenty of levels in the game that cannot be like, most of them cannot be supreme ghosted. I can't remember what the specific rule of supreme ghosting versus normal ghosting is. Most of them can't be supreme ghosted. There are plenty that can't be ghosted at all. I think that there are some places where you will always get a bust. Oh, I think what it is supreme ghosting, I think. So there are two different ways enemies can be alerted. They can have like a partial alert where they're like, oh, was that a sound? No, it wasn't a sound. And then they can have a full alert, which is like, I think I saw someone. And I think it's ghosting, you can't have a full alert, and I think supreme ghosting, you can't even have a partial alert. But I think most levels, there are certain places where you will always get a partial alert at some point, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I paid much attention to the community, so could be misremembering some of these details. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of blue ice pretty lickety split over here. Although it's still, cobblestone is the thing that I'm short on. I can switch to deep slate. I've got plenty of that. There you go. What am I doing? I've got a boat. Fucking yum. Gonna have to pay a visit to the mob grinder as well to refresh my pickaxe's durability before I go and get more blue ice. I probably won't go and get more blue ice this stream, to be honest. Deep slate is upstairs. Oh, I don't have as much deep slate as I thought. I do have more blue ice than I thought. I forgot to put some away. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna need to go quarrying for stone. That's crazy. I'll be able to finish going over this lava pool, which will then allow me to do a little bit more a little bit more of the tunnel in, oh my god, it's kind of, it's, I'll be real, makes me a little motion sick. I don't know. There we go, that's to the end of the tunnel, so I can put more ice in. I think it's always interesting seeing how, like, how many blocks can be packed into such a small space. You know what I mean? Like, that iceberg was not big. And I didn't even get all of it, but look how much ground I cover with it. And I'm only like just over halfway through the actual blue ice. Like, so much stuff fits into such a small space. Any funny stream memories? Define funny. Like, most funny stream memories I try to put into videos when I edit. Granted, I don't edit as much as I should. I'm a big fan of moments when I say or do something. Are you fucking kidding me? They spawn on... They spawn on blue ice? I can't murder it, I'll get attacked by all of them. But also I need to future-proof it if that's going to happen again. How do I future-proof it? If I put trapdoors along the ceiling, will that prevent more from spawning? I'm gonna make a stop at the mob grinder. But yeah, as I was saying, I think for me the funniest stream moments are when I like say or do something and then the game immediately proves me wrong. Just like excellent timing from the game. Or like, there was a moment that I remember in one of the Elden Ring streams when I was looking around for caves to go into, and I was like, oh, here's a cave to go into, and I walked into it and there was a sleeping rune bear and I just turned around and walked back out. I don't know why that stuck in my mind. I just found it funny. I'm not sure I fought a single rune bear my entire first Elden Ring playthrough. I just looked at them and I was like, not going near that. What's this? Yakusoku. This is a good one, I like it. Almost feels like credits music to something. Now we get to sit for a bit waiting for the zombies to spawn to enough numbers that I can fix my pickaxe. Maybe fixing tools is something I should do in my own time. At this point there really isn't anything to do on stream. Yeah, I saw the buttons message. If I didn't respond to it, it's because I'm tired and I didn't realize I hadn't. I think buttons are technically slightly more efficient for wood than trapdoors are, so that's probably a good shout. Trapdoors is like 2 for 6. Can't even. I don't know why I'm looking in that inventory. And then buttons it's 1 to 1, so yeah. Oh right, this is that one. Scarlet King also says buttons, so it seems like buttons are the way to go. I'm just thinking about when I'm probably gonna stop after fixing my pickaxe, to be honest. A block should give you like 20 buttons. It's kind of crazy. Like, what am I doing with the rest of the wood chippings? I'm just throwing them away for no reason. It's wild. Hello, Lone Faizan. Welcome back. We're just waiting for some zombies to spawn so I can fix my pickaxe here. I'm honestly very tired and probably won't be streaming much longer because I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to fall asleep. I need a better sleep schedule. Where am I from? I'm from Scotland. What is your sleep schedule, Bebop? I don't think the problem with me is knowing what a good sleep schedule is. The problem is just doing it. Always be asleep before midnight is a problem because when it's before midnight I take a while to get to sleep even if I'm in bed. Like, I can't just go to bed and immediately fall asleep unless I am very tired. If I go to bed like half an hour before midnight, I will still be lying awake like an hour after midnight. It's 3 AM. Freaking Scarlet King, go to bed, quite frankly. Should add a carpentry table that allows you to craft wood stuff with higher efficiency. They should. You're correct. Mr. Beast or PewDiePie, neither. Good lord. Hey, I got a potato, that's good. Free food. And apparently an iron helmet. That's a high durability iron helmet to be dropped. Okay, we're nearly back up to full. This shouldn't take much longer. I mean, the answer, Bebop, is I just need to go to bed around or shortly after midnight and then get up earlier, but it's easier saying it than doing it. Hey, this one's got golden leggings on. Are you gonna drop them? No, you're gonna drop a carrot. More food for me. This would probably be the last one. Wonder what that enchantment is. Why do I like to play Minecraft? I like the exploration and the creativity of it. And the general vibe. It's just a calm game to play. Should be good enough. There'll be a couple in the pipes still that need to drop down. There's one. I hear a child that I think we're still waiting on. Yeah, the child seems to be stuck in there actually. I don't think it's gonna come the whole way. Yeah, it's good enough. It's kind of boring? Well, that's your opinion. I disagree. That's the great thing about games, is it's always a matter of opinion whether they're good, so some people can play ones they like and other people can play ones they like. That's the wrong pillar. It appears to be night. I can tell it is from the ambience of the lighting. Ever played PUBG? I've never played PUBG. It's not particularly my type of thing. I'm not a games with guns person. Where's the... There he is. Hey. Emeralds, please. Thank you. So... I need to do a lot of quarrying. I do have a quarry. I wish I knew how many blocks long the bridge was. It's not something I'm gonna count. But it would be useful to know at what point I have enough blocks. I don't have carrots in any of these boxes? Well, now I do. Other than Celeste, what is my worst 2D platformer experience? Oh lord. What is my worst? I play so few 2D platformers. Yeah, but then I have to run across the bridge, Scarlet King, which is the whole point of this endeavor, is that running across the bridge takes ages. Trying to remember what other 2D platformers I've played, really. Because Because one of the reasons I'm so terrible at them is because I don't play them very much. It's not particularly weird that there are only a few people chatting here. I'm a small streamer. It would be strange if there were like 10 people chatting at once. That would be crazy. I wouldn't be able to keep up. But yeah, also, if you're looking at the viewer count, it's just wrong. I mean, Silksong, yes. But I don't consider Silksong a pure platformer. So, I wasn't going... Celeste is much more of a platformer than... Like, Silksong has strong platformer elements to it, as most Metroidvanias do. But I don't think of it as a platformer. Where did I leave Puntful? I think I left Puntful in the chest in the nether here. Yes. Just remember you... Well, I'll certainly remember Scarlet King and Bebop because they've been regulars for ages, but I don't think I'm gonna get famous. That's quite a presumption. I think it would probably be quite insulting to Scarlet King and Bebop if I forgot them. There's a whole load of andesite here, and it's upsetting me. I can forget you? Okay. Noted. Next time you appear in a stream, I'm not gonna know who you are. I haven't been able to give much advice since Sekiro ended. That's fair. I still need to do another Sekiro playthrough at some point. I've just got so much other stuff I want to do. Like, I want to do Terraria. I want to do... Oh, fuck. I messed up. I want to do, Clair Obscur. I've started using soft hands, and that's an issue. As I've said several times, I do want to go back and finish Silksong eventually. Most people who play games like me, I'm very calm and relaxed. You haven't seen me playing Silksong. I'm calm and relaxed when the game is calm and relaxed. I definitely have the ability to lose my temper. I'm working on it. I try to lose my temper less, but it definitely happens. Some of the Elden Ring streams were something. And they were not a good something. At least this is getting me quite a lot of cobblestone relatively quickly. The problem is it's also getting me other blocks that I don't want to use. Although I suppose maybe diorite is strong enough to resist ghasts. Does anyone know if diorite is good enough to not be blasted apart? I think it is slightly softer than normal stone. Could be making that up though. Or is that andesite? That's andesite. Fuck. It's incredible how long they've been in the game. And when did I first hear of Minecraft? I don't remember the year, but it was around the same time that I started playing it. I mean, my account was bought for me by my dad because I was a little child at the time. But it would have been around whenever 1.3, 1.4 were like the current versions. Would have been when I first heard about it, and subsequently when I first started playing it. I first played the like demo version that was in the browser. That was my very first experience with Minecraft, but quite soon after that I got an account and actually played the full Minecraft game. I think you can still find that demo browser version out there. It's very nostalgic for me. Okay, there's the earth out of here. Let's excavate the earth and the andesite just to get them out of my way. Ah, but then coal appears. Okay, let's not do that. Fine, whatever. Just keep going for the cobblestone. Think you're doom scrolling now? I wouldn't recommend doom scrolling. It does happen to the best of us. But it's probably a good idea to try and avoid it. I do end up doom scrolling as well. Now and then. Would I ever play The Sims? I might consider playing The Sims. I don't think I ever have. I'm trying to think if I've ever played it like at someone's house. I don't think I have. I might consider it. I don't know that I would play it for very long, but it would potentially be fun to mess around with for a few streams. How did I start playing Thief? I don't remember, but I would assume my dad introduced me to it. Like most of the old games I played, or it's because my dad was playing them. Like Morrowind, he played first as well. I don't remember. So there are a few like charity shops in the UK that sells like secondhand video games. I think some of our games that we have on disc might have been bought from those. I don't remember where we got Pharaoh. I don't remember if Pharaoh was bought like on a whim or if that was specifically bought to be educational for us. But Thief and Pharaoh were essentially the first proper video games I played. I think Pharaoh was the first proper video game that I can remember playing. And I say proper to distinguish it from like the little fucking open source like tiny games that come with like a lot of Linux distributions by default, and like these games that are just automatically installed on your operating system type things. It's not really specific to Linux. I think Windows has little games automatically installed as well, or at least used to. Get tons of games from those shops, though by now most of them are older than you. Well, yeah, there you go. Getting games that are older than you. It's actually peak. One of the great things about games that are older than you is that they're well optimized. Yeah, like Minesweeper, and also like there are some games that you can get that are like there's actually a really fun essentially Mario Kart ripoff that is open source. It's called Super Tux Kart, and it's essentially the characters are all mascots of like commonly used open source programs. That was one of the earliest games that I played that I wouldn't consider necessarily like a proper game in a lot of respects. Although it really is now. It's reached a point that it is a proper game now. But that was really fun. Minecraft in one word, according to me. I don't really hold to the idea that a lot of things can be described in one word. I don't think I can do Minecraft in one word, I'm afraid. There's very much too much to Minecraft to do it in one word. Copy of an old thing called Powder Toy. I've never heard of it. Okay, this is actually a lot of stone. This is good for us. Once again, like the amount of stone that can just be packed into these small areas and yet will cover such a distance when you string it out. To use a morbid metaphor, it's kind of like how your intestines are like ridiculously long if you strung them out straight, but they bundle up into such a small space inside you. Sorry for such a dark metaphor there. My favorite YouTuber to watch is... I don't watch specific YouTubers a huge amount. Probably Ethos Lab, I would say. Who's also the first YouTuber I ever watched, as far as I remember. And certainly the first Let's Player I ever watched. I don't know why I did that instead of putting a fucking lava bucket in there. Whole point of the lava buckets is that I don't need to use coal and I can save it up for torches. I'm describing as the concept of cubed length, ironic considering what I'm currently playing. Probably, yeah. Also kind of like the, what is it, like the inverse square law? Like if something goes out a distance, it covers like the square of that distance or something. I'm gonna go to sleep when I run out of this 30 blue ice. Well, I'm not gonna go to sleep because it's still like not even 6 o'clock in the evening where I am, but I'm gonna stop streaming after I run out of that 30 blue ice. That was nice of him to get out of the way for me. Do not come down here. Oops. Checking the render distance. Okay, yeah, this lava pool is like shorter, which is good. It's 11 where you are? Time zones do be like that. For me it's something past 5. I can't be bothered turning my screen on to check. My phone screen, that is. I'm misplacing like anything. $5:39, thank you, Bebop. Nearly 2 AM for you, Earthly Entity. Earthly Entity, have you considered going to sleep? Might be a good idea. How old am I? I'm 23. $3:40. Scarlet King, like, actually go to sleep. It is hella late for you. The misplace. Not the misplace. Many people from a different gaming community guess your age. Some of the answers are hilarious. How old do I think you are? You are like somewhere between like mid-20s to like 30 max is my guess. So I suppose the average of that is like 27.5. There you go, there's a very exact number. Not the average, the midpoint, rather. I have never watched iShow Speed. The chances are, if you ask me about like a really popular like celebrity YouTuber, chances are I haven't watched them. I don't have much or really any care for celebrity culture. There we go. Bridge completed. And I'm out of ice. Way. Okay, I hit my head when I come out of the boat, but it's fine. I mean, I'm not out of ice, I've got ice in a chest, but I am out of my current inventory of ice. And I think that makes it probably a good place to end the stream, given my tiredness. Oh, I put my other stuff in the chest again. That's fine. I will get the extra ice into my inventory for next stream. There we are. 4 stacks of it. Which will certainly last longer than the not quite 4 stacks of cobblestone. You're also pretty tired? That makes sense because you're up at a ridiculous time, Earth the Entity. It generally leaves one tired. I can speed this up. You're 24, okay. You're a little bit younger than I thought, but makes sense. Should use text to speak for chats? Hell no. Hell no. Apart from the fact that that would be impossible when it comes to editing. It would just ruin editing. It's just not, it's sensory overload. I would die. Nearly done with the copper. Come on. What streaming app am I using? I'm using OBS. Which is pretty much what almost everyone uses these days. It is, I would say, by a significant margin, the best streaming software out there. Copper. More of my most useless ore. Well, I think that will be all for today. This has actually been a surprisingly productive stream. I finished the bee park farm place. I decorated the portal on the other side there in the mesa. And then I've done like, I don't know, probably like a third to a half of the tunnel in ice. So that's pretty good. I hope everyone enjoyed. Here to play games, but also have to respond to chats. Salute you. I mean, that's how streaming works. That's the point. I don't see any reason to stream if you're not going to respond to chat. Personally, I know there are streamers out there that don't, but for me, the fun of streaming is that you're playing a game with people and chatting with them about the game. It's a shared experience. But yeah, as I said, hope people enjoyed. Next stream will be, as usual, Saturday or Sunday. Signalis continued. And yeah, at some point, I think at some point relatively soon with Minecraft, I'll probably do a stream where I like go to the end or something and then have a break from Minecraft to play something else and then come back to Minecraft again for another period. Because I'm not just going to like sit playing Minecraft indefinitely with no breaks in between, because then I don't get to play other games. Or at least I don't get to play as many other games. So I might do like at some point soon, like go to the end, do that, and then like take a break from Minecraft to play Terraria or something, and then come back to Minecraft after Terraria. Something like that. Something along those lines. I don't have a well-formulated plan, because I never do. Long-term streamers will know that my future plans consist of maybes, possiblies, and I have an idea. But that's kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. Certainly there have been more parts to the Minecraft playthrough so far than there were to any other playthroughs except for Elden Ring and Hollow Knight, which doesn't count because that was the first thing I ever streamed and half the streams were like 1 hour long. Wednesday streams are generally consistent. They're Wednesday streams at the moment because that's the day I have that's like free. Like Monday and Friday are also free, but they're very close to the weekend streams. Tuesday and Thursday I have TTRPGs on, so that's why I'm only streaming on Wednesdays at the moment. Yeah. Got some loyal 3 subs. I have more regulars than this, they're just not here at the moment. Not all of the regulars are here at all times. But I don't particularly care about numbers as long as the people who are here are nice. I mean, obviously, you know, having more subscribers is a nice thing, but the important thing is that I'm chatting with people I enjoy chatting with. But yeah, that will be all for today. As I said, hope everyone enjoyed. I'm going to go and get like a cup of tea or something to wake myself up a little bit, because it's 6 o'clock is far too early to try and go to bed. And then I'm probably going to read some Bartimaeus. Highly recommend the Bartimaeus books to everyone if they haven't read them. They are peak. But yeah, see you all next time, hopefully. And if not, that's fine too. Everyone have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.